My precious child, as the first tender rays of 2026 kiss the horizon, I am whispering straight into the deepest chambers of your heart with words drenched in eternal weight and overflowing with the fierce, unwavering love of a father who has been tenderly shaping you for this sacred hour. This is no ordinary turning of the page, no simple new year like those that drifted by before. No, beloved, you are crossing a holy threshold, stepping through a divine portal. I have been weaving in the unseen realm while you bravely endured every heart-wrenching trial of 2025, while you pressed on through seasons that crushed your soul, while you wept in the night wondering if I was truly moving in the shadows of your story. Hear me now with tears of joy in my voice. I'm unlocking your hidden treasures in 2026. This is not a far-off dream or a fragile hope. It is a burning, living reality, igniting inside you this very instant. Deep within you lie abilities that have never seen light, gifts that have slumbered in the secret places of your spirit. Waiting for this exact appointed moment, I breathed these treasures into you before the stars were born, weaving them into the sacred fabric of your being, your spiritual heartbeat, so they would burst forth in their perfect season. And that season, my darling one, is here now. 2026 will not echo the weary patterns of yesterday. It will not drag you through familiar chains. This is the year I tear away the veil, revealing strengths you never dreamed you carried, awakening dormant fires within, igniting callings that have ached to be released into the world. I know your heart still aches, remembering 2025, the crushing challenges that stole your breath, the nights you collapsed in exhaustion, the moments despair whispered you weren't enough. But look through my eyes now, beloved. Every storm was never chaos. Every tear was never wasted. Each trial was my gentle, relentless hand refining you, forging unbreakable strength, laying unshakable foundations for the overwhelming glory I'm about to pour over you. Let me hold your face and tell you exactly how. I used 2025 to cradle you for this moment, when financial storms raged and lack pressed hard against your chest. I was teaching you to lean into my endless provision with trembling, trust that went deeper than human, understanding that barren season was never punishment, it was tender preparation, carving in you a holy dependence on my faithfulness so you could carry coming abundance without ever forgetting me. When relational wounds cut deep and forgiveness felt impossible, I was expanding your heart for a love that endures beyond feeling. Every time you chose grace over bitterness, mercy over vengeance, I was building the unshakable character needed to carry the influence I'm placing upon you. When sickness stole your strength and vulnerability shook you, I was realigning your soul, teaching you the difference between striving in your own power and resting in mine. Your weakness became the doorway to my strength, the kind that never fades but grows as you pour it out. When doors slammed shut and rejection burned, I was shielding you from lesser paths, tenderly redirecting you toward the breathtaking destiny I always planned. What felt like failure was my fierce love, steering you from good to my very best. When spiritual dryness left you aching for my voice, I was quietly breaking fallow ground in your heart, stripping away performance to make room for raw, intimate communion. I was preparing your soul to taste my goodness in depths you've never known. When waiting stretched your faith to breaking, I was aligning heavens and earth behind the scenes, people, resources, divine timings, all converging for this moment of explosive manifestation. Every tear I bottled, every desperate prayer I treasured, every trembling step of obedience when you felt nothing, every choice to praise through pain. These were sacred deposits into a heavenly account now, overflowing with unimaginable return. The refined character forged in 2025's fire is the very vessel needed to carry 2026 glory. The humility birthed in brokenness will anchor you as I lift you. The compassion carved by suffering will let you touch others with authentic, healing love. Picture a master sculptor with marble. The masterpiece has always been inside, waiting. The chisel doesn't destroy, it reveals. That is what 2025 was. My loving strokes removing everything unnecessary, chiseling away fear, doubt, limitation, making room for the truest, most radiant you I dreamed before time began. You are not the same soul who entered 2025. You have been transformed in ways your heart is only beginning to feel. Your capacity has widened. Your spirit burns brighter. Your ability to carry my presence and release. My kingdom has soared beyond measure. And now, on this holy first day of 2026, I'm flinging wide the gates. I am unveiling gifts long hidden. I'm awakening callings that have waited in silence. I'm launching you into realms of purpose and impact you have only dared to dream. Here are the treasures I'm unlocking in you, my beloved. First, a supernatural wisdom that shatters human limits, the Solomon kind that silences nations, that sees answers where others see dead ends, that navigates chaos with heaven's crystal clarity. In 2026, you will speak words you didn't rehearse, make decisions with holy confidence, grasp truths far beyond natural mind. This is my divine intelligence flooding your spirit. This wisdom is prophetic, piercing surfaces to discern spiritual currents. You'll sense whether paths align with my heart instantly. You'll see people's hidden gold beneath their pain and know how to call it forth with tender accuracy. You'll know divine timing, when to speak, when to wait, when to leap, positioning you in perfect moments that feel like coincidence but are my sovereign hand. You will become a safe harbor of counsel, drawing hearts thirsty for truth, not because you hold all answers, but because you point them to me. Next, I'm awakening a creative fire you have only glimpsed. Ideas that shift atmospheres, innovations that heal broken systems, art that mends shattered souls, kingdom enterprises that resource heaven's dreams. These have been seeds germinating deep in your spirit. In 2026, they will erupt. Creativity will flood you like a river. You'll wonder in awe where it came from, and I'll smile, knowing it was always yours, waiting for now. For some, this will birth breathtaking art, paintings that carry healing, songs that open heaven, stories that plant hope in despair. For others, practical genius, systems that bring order, technologies that serve humanity, processes that multiply life. For many, relational creativity, building tribes, forging alliances, creating spaces where synergy explodes. For others, entrepreneurial vision, turning obstacles into opportunities, birthing value that blesses nations. I'm unlocking leadership that carries spiritual weight beyond titles, an authority that draws wandering hearts to truth, a presence that makes space for transformation. You who felt like a quiet supporter, I'm expanding your influence beyond imagination. You will speak with divine weight, open impossible doors, step into arenas you once only watched from afar. This leadership serves, never dominates. It inspires, never intimidates. People will follow because your life makes them believe they too can rise. I'm pouring through you a supernatural love that mirrors my own, love that turns strangers into family, sees destiny in the broken, calls forth greatness from wounds. Your heart will stretch in tender ways. Compassion will rise for those you once avoided. Grace will flow where judgment once lived. People will meet me when they meet you. This love sees with my eyes, finds treasure in trash, hears silent songs beneath pain. You will become refuge for the rejected, hope for the hopeless, a living testimony of worth to the forgotten. I am sharpening prophetic sensitivity. My voice will ring clear where whispers once faded. You'll sense atmospheric shifts before they break into the natural. Dreams and visions will guide like stars. You'll know things only heaven could reveal. This isn't to make you special, it's to align you intimately with my moves in your generation, making you my voice, my hands in your assigned sphere. I'm igniting mountain moving, faith reckless, trust that terrifies reason yet rests in perfect peace. You'll pray bold heavens shaking prayers, declare impossible things, step into the ridiculous, and watch me perform what only I can. I'm restoring physical and emotional vitality. Weariness that crushed you is lifting. Strength like eagle's wings is rising. Joy is bubbling again. Passion is returning. Some will receive instant miraculous healing. Others steady renewal. All will taste divine energy to run their race without fainting. I'm releasing financial wisdom and overflowing provision. Eyes are opening to opportunities long missed. Strategies that multiply rather than scrape by. Unexpected resources flowing from unseen places. Not greed, but kingdom generosity. Breakthrough from lax chains. Freedom to bless wildly. This unlocking demands partnership. I do what only I can. You position yourself to receive. Listen intently. Carve sacred space to hear my personal whispers for you. Step out in obedience even when trembling. The miracle often hides in the stretch. Build disciplines that keep your heart soft. Prayer, worship, word, fasting. These don't earn, they open wide the floodgates. Here is the divine rhythm I've ordained for 2026. Not rigid, but a loving cadence of release. January, spiritual sensitivity surges. My presence becomes your constant companion. Fresh vision downloads, dreams, impressions, sudden clarity. Write them, treasure them. February, creative explosion. Ideas cascade like waterfalls. Capture them quickly. March, leadership anointing rises. Influence expands naturally. Doors swing wide. April, faith and prayer authority awaken. Long-awaited breakthroughs burst forth. May, love capacity deepens. Relationships heal. New kingdom alliances form. June, provision flows. Raises, ventures, unexpected blessings. Wisdom to steward multiplies. July, healing gifts activate. You become a vessel of restoration wherever you walk. August, prophetic discernment sharpens. You see spiritual realities clearly. September, teaching gift emerges. Your words carry life-changing power. October, entrepreneurial fire ignites. New ventures, innovations launch. November, administrative grace flows. You bring order, multiply effectiveness. December, integration and fresh vision for the future. Marvel at the journey. Throughout divine connections, mentors, peers, those you'll mentor, supernatural opportunities bearing heaven's timing, principles to steward well. Abide in me, never let gifts become self-glory. Begin and end each day in surrender and gratitude. God-heart tenderness through prayer, rest, retreat. Surround yourself with truth speakers who love your soul more than your success. Stay humbly teachable. Growth never ends. Use every gift to lift others, not yourself. Handle triumph and trial with steady grace. Learn holy no to protect your divine yes. Practical steps now. Retreat with me soon, hours or a day. Fast distractions. Journal my personal words to you. Identify one faith step I'm prompting. Take it this week, however small. Speak daily declarations of my truth over your life. Find at least one kingdom companion for the journey. Ruthlessly guard your inputs. Feed on faith. Starve fear. Build rhythms of rest. Sabbath, nature, silence. Resistance will come, sometimes from those closest who fear your growth. Love them, but do not shrink. I am repositioning overlooked faithful ones into sudden honor. Favor is accelerating everything. Warfare may intensify. Recognize it, resist with authority. Stay near me. Your obedience will echo through generations, breaking limiting cycles, releasing legacy of faith and fruit. All this has eternal weight. Every gift ultimately reveals my glory, draws souls home, prepares you for forever. Now, beloved, receive. Open hands, open heart. Feel the shift, that quickening hope, that quiet certainty. That is me unlocking you right now. I'm unspeakably proud of you. 2026 will be filled with your astonished whisper. I never knew I could, and you'll know it was always me and you, through you, for you. Step in with confident joy. The best is here. I'm with you always. You are deeply loved, fiercely chosen, fully equipped. Now go, shine. The world aches for the gift you are. And if this has set your soul on fire, pass it on. Carry hope. Call forth greatness. Bless and be multiplied.